Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming here this morning. We'll get started on this morning's incident. I can confirm that one of our deputies, Deputy John Samuelson, was shot by a suspect at Franciscan Hospital in Michigan City. The suspect initially fled the scene, but has been since taken into custody. There is no ongoing danger to the public or staff at Franciscan, Michigan City. We have requested the Indiana State Police to take the lead on this investigation. I understand the community wants answers, but please be patient as this is an active and ongoing investigation. Deputy Samuelson has been transported from here to South Bend Memorial Hospital for further emergency treatment. We are asking the community to keep everyone affected in their thoughts and prayers while we work through this situation. This is an early stage of the investigation, and we are limited on the details we can share right now. Right now, our priority is with Deputy Samuelson and his family. The Indiana State Police will provide further updates as soon as we are able to. We appreciate the public's patience and cooperation as investigators process this scene. I will now turn it over to Sergeant Fifield, Public Information Officer with the Indiana State Police, who will provide you additional information.
Thanks, Sheriff. As the Sheriff said, earlier this morning, LaPorte County Deputy John Samuelson was shot. He has since been flown to a hospital in South Bend in critical condition. Our focus right now is with Deputy Samuelson and his family. Around 6:45 this morning, Deputy Samuelson stopped to help what he thought was a disabled vehicle on State Road 2 and 900 West in LaPorte County. That location is about a mile east of Westville, which is south of where we're at now. The deputy transported the individual and sole occupant to the hospital, Franciscan Health in Michigan City, at that individual's request. Once at the hospital, the officer learned that the subject may have been involved in an earlier criminal incident. The officer returned inside the hospital, where an altercation took place in the emergency room between the suspect and himself, which resulted in the suspect producing a firearm and shooting the officer. The suspect then fled the hospital on foot through the parking lot and into a wooded area west of the hospital. Responding officers quickly located the suspect in that wooded area and took him into custody without any further incidents. While searching for the suspect, they did locate a handgun that had been in possession of that suspect. We have all involved parties in custody, and there is no immediate threat to hospital staff or the community related to this incident. The suspect has since been transported from the scene to the LaPorte County Jail and will then be transported from the LaPorte County Jail to the Porter County Jail, where he'll be held there. As Sheriff Heeg stated, Deputy Samuelson has been flown to South Bend Memorial Hospital and is in critical condition. Again, all this information is preliminary and is subject to change. I'll take a few brief questions along with Sheriff Heeg, but please understand that this information is limited as it is an active investigation. Open up the questions.
Is he in? I didn't hear.
I'm sorry?
The condition of the...
He's critical.
Critical?
I do have the suspect's information. I'm sorry, I meant to give you that. The suspect that is in custody is Sherrod Grafton Jr. He's 22 from Chicago.
Would you spell his name, please? First and last, please?
Sherrod, S-H-A-R-O-D, Grafton, G-R-A-F-T-O-N. He's junior, 22 from Chicago.
Sergeant Fifield, good to see you again. I just want to know maybe how you guys are feeling with all of this, especially with that recent shooting that happened at Swedish Hospital in Chicago. Obviously, we saw an officer in the line of duty get killed. How does this make you guys feel as a department now? You guys are leading this investigation to be dealing with something like this again, knowing that this has been a problem in other areas.
It makes us feel angry. This is a senseless shooting that didn't have to take place. Our officers and the deputies from LaPorte County Sheriff's Department and all over the state of Indiana and Illinois risk their lives every day. This officer thought he was helping a stranded motorist, and it turns into this. So once again, he was out helping somebody, and it turned into this.
Any idea if he patted down that suspect before he was taken into the hospital? Any idea how a gun got into the ER?
That's a good question. That's a question that we have, and That'll be part of the investigation that we'll focus on, and I'm sure that will come out in the investigation.
Had
Yes.
he discovered that the officer discovered that there was something that he was wanted? How did he discover that?
I don't have that information. That we'll learn that through the investigation.
But he did, and that's what kind of prompted the
Correct.
the
Right. He learned that there was he was involved in a prior criminal incident earlier, and so that's why he returned to the hospital to talk to him there.
And what was the prior incident?
That's part of the investigation. I don't have knowledge right now as to what exactly happened, but I know that there was criminal activity that he'd been a part of.
Who was the other
Do
person
you know
in the
where?
car, and how were they related
No, I
to
do not
the
know where.
suspect?
I do not know
Was
where.
it the
Bob?
person in the-
He's being held in Porter County. Is that the prior incident because it was Porter County?
No, he's being held in Porter County because the LaPorte County Sheriff's office is involved in this shooting. Their deputy was involved in the shooting.
How many times was he shot?
To make for full transparency, safekeeping, Sheriff Ballin has offered to house him at his facility, which is the proper thing to do, and it's a common thing that sheriff's departments do.
How many times had the officer been shot?
On the officer shot, how long he's been with the department?
Sheriff?
Do you have that kind of stuff?
Deputy Samuelson's been with the sheriff's office for 12 years.
12 years?
Yep.
Common spelling, John, SAM.
Jon and then Samuelson.
Jon.
Yep, and then common spelling was Samuelson.
Wasn't he the canine officer?
He is, correct.
Did he have the canine with him on this?
He was not. He was on his way to a training session here in Michigan City when he come across this disabled vehicle.
This morning.
This morning, correct. I'm sorry, what's that?
Is the hospital still treating accepting patients?
That I can't speak on the behalf of the hospital at this point in
How
time.
many times was he shot?
He was shot 3 times.
Can you say where?
I'm not 100% exactly where he's been shot at, but I know he's been shot 3 times.
Can someone address who that other person in the vehicle was and what the relationship is to the suspect?
There was no other vehicle.
I thought you said
people.
no. You said was there another person?
No, he
in the
never
vehicle?
said there were 2 people. Only one person.
Where was
that
this
car
vehicle
stolen
disabled?
Or at all, or do we know who was?
I don't have any information on the car or what the circumstances are.
Where
Did
was
the
the vehicle
officer
disabled?
shoot?
Where was the vehicle
In
disabled?
reply.
Yeah, where was it?
It was on State Road 2 at 900 West in LaPorte County, which is, as I said, a mile east of Westville.
Was the suspect injured or shot at all by the
No, the suspect was not injured, did not sustain any injuries prior to him being transported to the hospital by Deputy Samuelson. He was not injured after being taken into custody. He has no injuries.
Did the officer fire back at him?
I'm not able to comment on that right now because I do not know. That'll be part of the investigation and that'll come out later.
Whose firearm
Was
discharged?
the gun again that was used? Was it the officer's gun?
No.
You guys think it's not the officer's gun?
No.
It was the gun that the suspect had.
Correct.
And was
So
he
kind of
legally allowed to carry?
the deputy dropped him off, left the hospital, learned that he had been involved in the earlier thing and came back.
Correct. He'd exited the hospital.
Can you walk
Yep.
through that again? I'm sorry. That's a little bit confusing to the viewers.
So, walk through, ask your question, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so just talk about the hospital, the earlier incident. I think that's a little bit confusing. to
Okay,
people.
so the suspect had been involved in earlier criminal activity, whether it be this morning, last night, I don't know. The deputy was informed of this criminal activity and that the suspect was a suspect in that or was involved in some way, went back in to discuss it with him, and that's when this physical altercation took place and resulted in him being
So the
shot.
criminal activity happened in the hospital?
No, outside.
Outside.
Correct.
Oh, right
Correct.
outside
At a
the door.
different location, nowhere even near here.
Can you say how much time elapsed between the time that the deputy dropped off the suspect at the hospital and the time between when he learned that he was involved in this prior criminal activity?
I don't have the exact number, but it was
Minutes?
minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
less than 5 minutes.
And can you? I don't know if I heard right, but can you say what prompted the learning of that information? Was there some kind of bolo put out? Or
No,
something
he
like
was
that?
he was advised by either his dispatch or other officers of the vehicle had been involved in some type of criminal activity, or he had been involved, and that's how he gained his knowledge. But that'll all come out in the investigation how he learned of that.
Trying to arrest the suspect at that time when the shooting occurred?
He was either trying to arrest him or speak to him, or somehow they became physical. So I would assume so that he was either trying to take him into custody or speak to him or something along
So
that
he
nature.
did leave the hospital and then came back. That is.
The officer, the deputy,
And
yes.
it happened right outside.
What happened outside?
The shooting happened outside on the right at the entrance of the emergency room.
It happened inside the building.
inside the building?
Yes.
Just inside, like in the lobby area, or in an examination room?
I haven't seen the actual scene, but I know it was inside the emergency room area. I can tell you that.
Inside the emergency.
Mhm.
How many witnesses were there?
I don't know.
Why was
That's
the
part of the
suspect-
investigation.
Why was the suspect taken to the hospital? Was he injured?
He asked to be
or something?
transported to
He
the
asked,
hospital.
So there wasn't an injury of some sort at the scene, like where we found him in the car?
Yeah, not that we're aware of.
He asked to be taken
Mhm.
to the hospital.
Yeah.
For what reason? Was it did he know
As I said,
somebody
I don't
there,
know.
or-
He didn't say.
Was the suspect
Yeah.
checked for weapons while being assisted when he was?
That's part of the investigation. I answered that earlier, and we'll be looking at that. That's one of the questions we have as well.
Did you say how old the deputy is?
Sure.
He's 33 years of age, John.
Can you
Did he
tell us
come from
about
a
anything
law
about him? Is
enforcement
he
family?
married or children or what can you tell us about
He's
him?
married, no children, and he does come from a long lineage of law enforcement. His grandfather was the chief of police for the city of LaPorte. His father was a retired police officer for the city of Michigan City.
All right, I'll take just a
Did
couple
he
more,
also
two more
work
questions.
security now at the hospital
Part
here?
time,
Was
yep.
he on duty?
Who?
Was he on duty at the time?
Who was
His
on duty?
father.
Yes, his father is employed at Franciscan in Michigan City in their security unit and was at the hospital at the time.
He was at the hospital
Yes.
at the time.
Two more questions, if there is two more. No? Okay. If there are any further updates, it will come from the Indiana State Police, myself. We are the lead investigative agency on this incident. If there is anything further to put out, that'll come out. Charges, when they are filed, those will be also updated in an updated news release.
Well,